Divine timing to you all. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. All right, so stick around with me for about 15 minutes while I do something to my hair. My hair was so itchy and felt so smushed in with products. Yeah, I feel this is like, I don't know, it's something about that red hair that does it for me. It's just something about it. I don't have any clamps right now. I'm back in Montgomery, Alabama. Just for the weekend, this weekend, I am going to take my daughter to the church that I grew up in as a little girl and proceed with walking her down to talk to the pastor of the church about proceeding a ceremony of baptism. Since she's now 9, that's what I want my child to do. This so backwards that I don't even got these. I don't even got these heated up. Oh yeah. Trying to take my daughter. I keep saying trying all the time. I am taking my daughter to Sunday. So Sunday, I'm not a person that attends church. I'm not a person that attends church. My home is church. My relationship with God itself is church. Don't let these church people fool y'all. I wrote some questions on the side of this paper. So I'm in Montgomery, Alabama for the weekend. Today is Saturday because I want to take my daughter to the church that I was raised in, that I grew up in, that I was baptized at. And it's a wonderful church. It's on the west side. The west side. And I think I have 2 daughters. I think that's just the number 9 signifies endings of cycles, the beginning of something new. That number right there is always like a transformational number for me when I see that number. So future references, if you have kids and more kids in the future, I think that's the age that I was, that I will shoot for when it comes down to getting my kids to go through some form of resurrection. Now, I don't want them too high. I just want to look a little better than what I look now. So, So moving, just talking about Georgia, coming back to Georgia and things like that, like how I've been feeling since I've been back, my experience and things like that. So we want to say, where did I end up going? I like Henry County for some odd reason. Well, I did. I think I still do. I don't know. Been kind of rough with these experiences that I've been seeing from Henry County. Now, I do not like Henry County judicial system when it come down to the courts. When it come down to the police, is the laws that I don't like. But overall, I definitely have spent quite amount of time in Henry County. overall, that's where I spent the most time from just being in Georgia throughout my teenagehood. So being back in Georgia, I ended up going to Henry County, coming back to Henry County. So now I have at least good 3.5 years of experience of being in Henry County. And that's where I ended up going. I don't think that it's somewhere where I will be long, but that's where I ended up going. Downtown is just not for me. I feel like if you have like a laid back personality, a person who's a little bit more humble and don't like too much noise, attention, like a startled mindset, I wouldn't advise downtown. I would not. That's where I am going. So if you like to party and you young with kids, you know, people think about moving to Georgia and they want to go downtown, or they want to stay close to the MARTA station bus, you know, or the airport, then that's for you. But if you're a mom and you like your peace and quiet, quietness, and you like to, you know, stay out the mix a little bit, Henry County is about a good 45 minutes from downtown Atlanta. Depending on where you're going, could be a good hour. Then you might want to consider staying on the outskirts. You know, if you ever move to Georgia. Because that traffic, honey, I can't imagine getting my kids up for school and having to stay 2 hours in traffic. Oh my God. I can't do it. Why I'm in Georgia? That's a good question that I ask myself. I'm in Georgia. I'll tell you the reason why I'm in Georgia. Georgia has a lot of opportunities. Versus where I'm from, Alabama. I love where I'm from, but it doesn't have much of a stretch. Like everything that you want to do, like it's for people with a small, I won't say a small mindset, but once your mind become expanded, you have to adjust to it, you know. So going to a bigger state would definitely help your mind. If you have a big mind, if you have like big plans for yourself, big dreams and big hopes, you kind of like to meet, like, you know, communicate and socialize with people and things like that. I feel like Georgia's a good place for opportunities. It's like the capital of rap, you know, hip hop. You know, we got it has so much stuff for you to do, good and bad. Nobody got time for the bad stuff though. So I'm in Georgia just for the opportunities. You know, I love to rap. I love to write music, whether it's hip hop, rap, R&B, gospel. I love to write music. I love the art of it. You know, it's therapeutic and therapy for me. So I came for the opportunities of music. I also like that Georgia has just a gateway to so many different things. Like, it ain't hard to get no money in Georgia. It's really not. It's just not. You can come and lose a lot of money. You can come and get a lot of money. And it's just not that far from Alabama. So why not? But yeah, me having a passion for music and to be exposed a little bit more, to network a little bit more, I feel like Georgia was like a very good place for me to really go to. Just for that, just the opportunities it has to offer. The cost of living is more, of course, than where I'm originally from. But also the jobs pay more versus Montgomery, versus Alabama, period. So the things that I do for fun here in Georgia, I have a lot of family nights with my kids, my two daughters, and my friend. So it's a lot of stuff to do. Just being honest, like, well, what you gonna do is gonna go based off your personality. I'm more laid back, so I like going to spots that have a lot more older people. I do not like hanging around my population, like my, era, within the age bracket. I don't. Um, Not too big on clubs unless it's just adult entertainment. More so drawn to events, lounges, and sports bars. So things like that to kind of get out the house. Georgia has a lot of stuff to do. Like that's another thing. Like Georgia has a lot of stuff to do. Um, it's always something to do. So certain things like whatever you into, like whatever you know that fits you. If you're loud and rowdy, then they got all the clubs for you. If you know laid back and boring, then they got all the spots for that too. If you just want to chill and kick it, they got all the spots for that too. It's something to fit every type of personality. Even if it's the LGBT community, they have a lot of things for that as well. So some of the things I do for fun, like I said, family nights. It's a lot of things that me and my girls do: bowling, race carring. They got a lot of carnivals they do every now and then. Georgia got a lot of different restaurants. They got a lot of little places for kids to play at in every fucking county. Um, it's a lot that I do with my children first. On the other hand, I feel like I'm more so like a workaholic, and I just pop out like an owl at night when I want to kind of, let my hair down and kind of just get out for a drink. I'm a person who like to go out for a drink, basically, and food, and kind of go back into my little hood. I feel like that's just who I am. So what I do as far as work, whew, I used to be in the fast lane, honey. I used to be in the fast lane, but walking into my height and stuff a little bit more, I'm into renting out cars, a car rental business for sure. Vending machines, my music, things like that is what I invest in as far as terms as work. Um, Airbnb, things of that nature is things that I invest in, that I study, that I'm interested in terms of working while I'm here in Georgia. That's what I'm into. That's what I do. Do I see myself being in Georgia forever? No. No. Mm-mm. This is strong though. Georgia's like Six City. The dating, like, I hear about people complaining, saying that the dating sucks. I just didn't notice it because that's not what I came here to do. So I don't, when you go somewhere and your mind is locked on what you came there to do and accomplish, during the time being, you don't notice other things. But I do see that they are right. The dating life here, everybody's with everybody. I don't feel like people have a good chance at finding love under one condition. The only time I think it's possible is unless you both are not from Georgia. One party has to be not from Georgia. If I feel like it's gonna work, um, and be a successful strong relationship, somebody gotta not be from Georgia. Cause both of y'all from Georgia, whew, the 18-year-olds look like they 30. The butts on these kids, honey. I don't know. Georgia is sex city. Everybody's sleeping with everybody, and it's a lot of uncut. Man. So be careful. But I ain't came for love. I came to work. If love happens to anybody in the process of them chasing their dreams, then you're in divine time. You're in divine time, and stuff happen when it's supposed to. So don't run from it. But it's fast paced. It's definitely fast paced. It's a lot of scamming. It's a lot of fraud. It's a lot of a lot in Georgia, and it's too fast for the average person. You know, your mind has to. As soon as you wake up, it's night. I mean, in a blink of an eye, the day goes by really fast. So when they say that Georgia's a fast-paced city, I mean, a fast-paced state, it really is. They got a lot of stuff going on. So when you come to Georgia, whatever you do, whatever your occupation is, it's a million people doing the same thing that you're doing. So I feel like in order to be successful, if somebody wants to retire in the state of Georgia or stay in Georgia for a long period of time, I mean, think outside the box. Think outside the box. I mean, that's my best advice. Think outside the box so you can stand out and you can be successful in whatever you're trying to do. Think outside the box. Because everybody do hair. Everybody do nails. Everybody, you know, rent their cars out. Everybody take Airbnb. Everybody do lashes. Everybody cut hair. Everybody shoot music videos. Everybody rap. Everybody a stripper. Everybody doing everything that you're doing. So that hair salon that you want, that whatever it is that you want, I feel like it has to be outside of the box. It has to be different from the other millions of people. Like, what do yours bring that's gonna be different? So I feel like I know for a fact, just due to who I am, I want something more where it's a big state as well, great opportunities. But I like my peace. Georgia's a rowdy state. It's a rowdy state. And it's a good state as well. But I do not see myself retiring in Georgia. I do not see myself here for another 4 or 5 years. But I'm enjoying the experience while I'm here. So far, so good. That's how things been since I've been back in Georgia. Next thing we're going to do is talk about this car rental business. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about vending machines. We're going to talk about how you can pursue anything that you want to do. Whether you're a single mom, whether you're married, whether you're in a relationship, whatever it is, it's nothing that you really can't do. I look much better. This is much better. Much better, honey.